something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Just beating the play clock is gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
76.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down. They're going option left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. On second down, Webb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jordan Willis, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, 5.
To throw is Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Brooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tiger, tiger.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. On 1st down, gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go, 12, go. Now you want.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hardball, hardball. Hey, 5.
3rd and 2, gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Hey, Shell. Tiger.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield. field at the 49. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Back to throw. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And taken right on the 30. Oh, shifting. Whoa. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Watch 19, watch 19. Yes, 20.
To throw on second down is gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, it's gone. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks add on to their lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. 17.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Packers get a score closer. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Webb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 190. 190.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Hey. Four down. Ohio. Ohio.
On first down, it's Webb. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Webb. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Louis. Go. 5.
Throwing again is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game. Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will get them one closer. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit. And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Here's Goff now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Another carry now for Gurley. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Malik McDowell able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
11. Shell.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now the Packers get set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Webb. Flush to his right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That's it, baby! That's it!
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Four down. Check.
On 1st and 10, Webb. Escape, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Webb now from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.